All right, here we are at the old Genrad building in West Concord in their new cafeteria interviewing Ed Rahaim from the old days.
Yeah.
Now, I'll start with my typical greeting to Ed, and then we'll continue. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Yes.
Your response is?
Alaikum.
Kifek.
Kifek. Kifek means how are you?
Yeah, and then I say Kifek nushkarala.
Nushkarala. Thank God, yeah.
Okay, you taught me that. All right, Eddie, when did you first come to GR?
It was 1970.
Ooh.
1970.
1970.
Yeah.
Your first job, or were you?
My first job here was as a copywriter.
Yeah, but I mean, had you worked before GR?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I had worked at a advertising agency, which also did technical publications.
Okay.
With Don Kerr.
Oh, you worked with Don Kerr before?
My boss here. Yes. Before I came here, Don Kerr and I worked at a place in Quincy. Did tech pubs and industrial advertising.
Where'd you go to school? How'd you get into?
Northeastern. Studied marketing and advertising.
Okay. Out of where? Where'd you live?
I lived then in Quincy.
Okay.
Yep. I was born in Gardner.
Yeah.
And my father moved here. He used to work at Simplex Time Recorder.
Yep.
And he moved here just before the war started, 1940. And we rented a house. And 1 year after Pearl Harbor, he bought a house, and we moved into that. It was a duplex.
Great. So you went to Northeastern, co-oping where?
I co-opted J. Walter Thompson, my best job, down in New York.
You were in the business.
Yeah, and prior to that I had co-opted at a dress factory on Neyland Street in Boston. I was a shipper.
No kidding, that's great.
And I used to walk up the street, Washington Street, with the racks of dresses like you see them from New York.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
All right, now, so did Don Kerr come here first?
Don was here first.
Was that what attracted you here?
No, what attracted me here was I was working for Horizon House, publisher of Microwave Journal and Telecommunications. And we were doing, Genrad did some advertising. They used to make coax stuff, coaxial stuff.
Yeah,
and that went into
874 connectors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I was up here on a sales call. And I sat with Don and whatever. And we talked about coming here. They had an opening for a copywriter, and I jumped on it.
Sure.
And I got hired.
Sure, that's great. Well, Don knew you and all that.
Yes.
Who was the boss? Was he the boss?
Don was my boss.
And
worked with Carl Olson and Bill Rich.
Oh, yeah. And who did they work for?
They worked for Don.
But who was running the whole operation?
Don was.
Well, what about Charlie Worthen? Was he gone? Because tech pubs and advertising both came together.
Peter McCulca was Don's boss.
Okay.
Marketing VP, I guess.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So tech pubs had separated, but
advertising.
And advertising.
And advertising.
Yeah.
Who the hell? I can't remember who was the head of tech pubs. I don't think Don was.
Van Veen.
Van Veen, okay.
Fred Van Veen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Don reported to Peter McCulca.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was at one time they were all together under a guy named Charlie Worthen.
Okay, no.
Way back, he ran both. He had Gus Lahanas.
Yeah.
And then they split it into tech pubs and advertising.
Advertising was separate. Yes.
Two separate things.
Yeah.
So you were in tech pubs.
I was in tech pubs.
Audrey Boyle?
No, I was in advertising.
You were advertising. Where was Audrey?
Audrey was in advertising.
Okay. Because she taught me how to hyphenate. She was a bug
She
on
was
it.
a great grammar lady.
And I became one too. So now when you see things with the missing hyphens, it kills you.
And I'm the worst person in the world on grammar, and I was a copywriter.
Oh, that's great. But who else was with you then? You had Carl Olson, you mentioned, and
Eddie Bolio was in photography.
So Rudy Reck was gone.
No Rudy.
No Rudy. Okay.
Conrad, what's his name, was the art director. Connie Masson.
Oh, Connie Masson, yeah.
And Bill Rich was in advertising with me.
Yeah.
As Carl Olson.
who am I thinking of? The Finnish guy there. Was he gone? Who am I thinking of? Dick Jokinen.
Oh, I remember that name.
Dick Jokinen.
But I don't think he was there.
All right.
He was preceded me.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, he was gone. Dick Largeness had gone.
I remember Dick Largeness. It was probably still in there, but not in that, that department.
And then the chubby guy, he came along later. You know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Tom Bergstrom.
Yeah.
Tom, the Finn, the Swede.
Yeah.
No, he was Finnish.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. Tommy he was a Tech Pubs guy.
Yeah.
Yes. So I guess Don maybe had them both, or a piece of it, because he was Tech Pubs.
Yeah, but that was great. So you were copyright. You were a one-man band, or did you have people working for you?
We had a downsizing, and all the guys I came to work with, they went and I stayed.
Yeah.
I remember Don coming from office to office, talked to Carl, talked to Bill Rick.
Yeah.
And I went over and said, Don, you skipped me.
Yeah.
Because he was laying them off.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh.
It was sad. It was a sad day.
Yeah, tough. But you had some good days.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Eddie Bolio was pretty good. He was a hot ticket.
Yeah,
he was great.
Tight buddies.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. It was a fun department for whatever reason. It was always
and Gail
fun.
DeRosa.
Yeah.
She was printing.
And where did you come across Judy Richardson and the Telcel girls? Were you working with them, or what was that connection? Because I know you and Judy were buddies for some reason. Yeah.
I can't remember if they were connected to our department, but I know at one point later on, much later on, Judy worked for me, and she in exhibits.
Okay, exhibits.
Okay?
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exhibits. Good.
Yes.
All right, and let's see. Let's take you through this quickly because the boys are arriving.
The boys are showing. Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened here? When did you leave GR?
I left GR. I was here 18 years.
Okay. That gets you up to 88 or so.
Yeah, and Steve Corey came aboard. And Steve was he was good hustler and aggressive Englishman.
Yeah.
And he came. We worked with Tom Coughlin at that time.
Oh, yeah?
And then there was going to be some layoffs.
Tom Coughlin?
Tom was our boss. He was marketing manager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there were going to be some layoffs. And it seemed like it would be good to take early retirement. They offered us early retirement. I had 18 years.
Me too.
And they gave us, what, $500 extra a month for a year?
Yeah, to cover the age difference till Social Security.
Right. Yeah. And I didn't want to leave, but I figured it's time to leave.
Oh, it's good. Yeah. Then what'd you do?
Then I went to, I had a couple of 3 jobs after that. I worked for, at one point, for a short term, F. Lee Bailey's son owned a company, computer boards, and they made these modular boards. They sold to people that integrated stuff. I had no idea. I was the PR manager.
Okay.
And the place was bizarre. I mean, Bendrix was his name, Bendrix Bailey. And we worked in a big bullpen, and we were sitting at tables that looked like you were in a VFW. That was my desk. Everybody had a desk. It was just, so I stayed, and I quit.
Yeah.
And then I was
now, weren't
hired.
you working in Maynard over there? Didn't you have, what was that guy on the corner of 27 and 62 over there?
In Maynard.
Maynard. Didn't you have something to do with that? A printer or advertiser or somebody? No?
Not that I never worked there. No.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I worked for Bendrix.
And then what?
And then I worked for Horizon. No, that was before I came here. Horizon House was the publisher. I'm getting old now. I can't remember.
Tell me about it.
Hiya, folks. Did you play Florida?
Go ahead. We'll finish this. Go ahead.
Hello,
I worked there.
Hello.
And now you're really retired.
Now I'm really retired. My brain is retiring.
Well, you still look good. Now.
And I stayed in the Navy Reserves for 20 years.
The one I saw.
I retired out of the Navy Reserves.
With the Inesons. I stayed with him for 3 days. Sunday.
Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to pause now. Yeah. All right. Here we are for part 2 of the Ed Rahaim interview.
Where do we leave off? What was part 1?
Good question. Oh, we're taking you from Genrad to Simplex Wire and Cable in...
No, Simplex Time Recorder.
Oh.
Simplex Time Recorder.
That's different than...
Different than Simplex, yes.
And there you worked for a guy named
Steve Corey, who I used to work with here. And then he left, went to a company in New Hampshire, and for some reason he left there. And he wound up as the corporate communications manager at Simplex in Gardner, where I was born, or where my father worked when I was a kid.
Good.
And he put me on contract, pretty well paid, nice. I was like an independent person, but I had an office, and I had 2 account execs working for me, even though they were actual employees, and I was whatever.
Now, and you mentioned Gail.
Gail
worked there.
Came up there and worked there. She was hired as the print production manager. So whatever we did, we'd work with Gail. We'd bring in the designer. Leon Bojack used to work at Genrad, and he freelanced. He left there. I was left, whatever. And he used to come and do a lot of our design work. We had an ad agency, Kyler, in Connecticut, that Simplex had as actually their ad agency.
Right. So that was your last big job.
Yes. Yeah. And we did the brochures. I wrote brochures up there about fire alarm systems and security systems.
So then you retired. When? When did you go into full retirement? How long now? A year? 2 years?
Oh no, it's been more than that.
Yeah. Okay, but now you're living happily ever after. But
happily ever after.
Back to Genrad now. We just finished.
Back to Genrad.
We just finished our 1-hour coffee here with the boys.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was great to see a lot of people that I'd recognized the name, their faces, didn't know the names, most of them. But Matt Fichtenbaum, I know his name.
Yep.
And had a lot of respect for him as a great engineer.
All right, so let's do one summary. Sum up your GI years. You liked them, you hated them?
I loved them. Genrad was a great place to work. Things changed. Don Kerr left. We had Carol Hetzel, a brilliant gal in marketing, and came in and became the boss. She brought in, after a little bit, some boys from Honeywell, 3 guys from Honeywell. An aggressive group, good group of guys. Unfortunately for them, they were all trashed after a while, and I survived. Well,
that's twice. You had staying power.
Yeah, I had staying power, and I came back to head the department again.
Great. All right, so let's wind up that phase of it.
Yeah.
And stay there. I'm going to say goodbye to our buddy Ed Rahaim.
Okay.
And may he long wave, and I hope he comes back.
Yes, indeed. Bye-bye.